Ever get that, like, totally weird feeling browsing online? Like, how did they know? I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, those eerily specific ads, right? It's getting harder to ignore.
It is. And today's deep dive, well, it's all about that and a whole lot more. We're going deep into the world of AI and how it's changing everything. Yeah, from the ads we see to, get this, the actual tech that makes those ads work.
It's kind of mind-blowing how AI is woven into everything these days, even when we don't realize it.
Right. And speaking of mind-blowing, we got to start with this Reddit announcement. They're rolling out all these AI-powered ad tools, and supposedly it's about to get even more targeted.
This is huge. It's like a total shift in how online advertising even works,
Yeah.
Forget broad demographics. Now it's all about hyper-personalization.
Okay, so break it down for us. What's changing exactly? This keyword targeting thing, that sounds pretty straightforward.
It is what it sounds like. Say you're on that subreddit about, I don't know, antique telescopes.
Yeah.
You mentioned needing a new lens cloth. Boom, ad for lens cloths. Maybe even one specifically F4R antique telescopes.
No way. It's like they're listening in or something.
Well, they kind of are, in a way. But it gets even wilder with this dynamic audience expansion. This is where the AI goes into overdrive.
Overdrive how?
Instead of advertisers trying to guess who wants their stuff, Reddit's AI is crunching data. Like everything you do, the subreddits, your words, everything, to find the people most likely to be into whatever they're selling.
So it's not even just what you're into, it's like the whole context of what you're talking about. This is next level targeting.
It is. And Reddit's claiming this super specific approach cuts costs for advertisers by like 30%. But here's the thing, right? How much personalization is too much? Where's the line between relevant ad and they're invading my privacy?
That is the million-dollar question. I'm really curious to see how people react to all this as it becomes, the norm. But this whole thing, it makes you wonder if AI can target ads this well. What else is it capable of, right? And that leads us perfectly into our next topic, where things get really interesting, the hardware, the brains behind all this AI magic. We've been talking about AI targeting ads at us, but what's the deal with the actual, hardware that makes it all happen? I mean, what about the brains behind AI?
Exactly. We're talking about AI chips, and get ready for a wild ride because there's a battle going on for who's going to rule the AI world.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me. Who are the big players and what's the fight all about?
Well, for a while now, it's been Nvidia. They've been the king of the AI chip market.
Right, I've heard of them.
But hold on, AMD is stepping onto the scene, and they're not messing around. They just dropped this new chip, the MI325X, and it's meant to go head-to-head with Nvidia.
Ooh, sounds like we've got a good old-fashioned tech showdown. What makes these chips so special anyway? Why should I even care?
Okay, so these aren't your average computer chips. These are seriously next-level engineering. We're talking billions, sometimes even trillions, of transistors crammed onto a single chip.
Okay, I've heard the word transistors before, but honestly, what do they even do?
So think of a transistor like a tiny little gate.
Right.
Right. And it controls how electricity flows. Now imagine billions of these tiny gates on a chip, all working together in these crazy patterns, and that's how they do calculations, store information, all that AI magic.
So more transistors mean a smarter chip.
Basically. The more you can pack in and the better they work together, the faster and more powerful your AI becomes. It's all about efficiency, too.
So it's like a brain with billions of neurons, and AMD is saying their new chip is the brainiest.
That's the idea they're going for. They've packed in a ton of stream processors and these things called matrix cores, which are designed specifically for AI tasks.
And those help with?
They're the heavy lifters, doing all the complex math that lets AI learn and actually make decisions.
Gotcha. So is AMD saying this new chip is better than Nvidia's best?
They are throwing down the gauntlet, for sure. AMD is saying their chip is faster and more efficient, but it's not just about power. Cost matters, how much energy it uses, and the software that works with the chip all play a part.
Okay, so it's like a whole ecosystem, not just who has the beefiest chip. But how does this battle of the AI titans affect, the average person? So this whole chip showdown, AMD versus Nvidia, does it even matter to someone who just, wants their smart assistant to actually understand them?
It does, actually. Think of it this way. When companies compete, they have to innovate, right? So AMD and Nvidia, they're trying to outdo each other, which means the whole AI field has to level up. And that means faster, more powerful, and usually cheaper tech for everyone, eventually.
So it's like the AI space race is good for all of us.
Yeah, exactly. Those crazy advancements happening now, like in labs and stuff, they'll trickle down to us regular folks. Our phones, our AI assistants, those hyper-personalized ads, they all get smarter and faster because of these super powerful chips.
It's like a free upgrade for everyone's AI. Plus, I gotta admit, I kind of love an underdog story, so go AMD. But really, it's cool to see them both pushing the limits.
It is. But with all this talk about chips and algorithms, it's easy to forget AI is just a tool. And how we use it, well, that's up to us.
True. We can get caught up in the shiny new tech, but we gotta be smart about it too. Make sure we're using it for good. Wow, today's been a wild ride. From targeted Reddit ads to the brains behind it all.
We really covered a lot of ground. And the thing is, this is just the beginning. AI is still so new, who knows what's next?
That's what I love about these deep dives. More questions than answers, but that's what makes it so interesting. Thanks for exploring the world of AI with us, everyone. And until next time, stay curious.